And the number 7 trap that people kind of get into is there's a lot of companies, I don't want to say a lot, there's a lot of companies out there that do what we do, or they attempt to do what we do. But you got to be careful who you work with, because there's people out there that are I call them one-shot wonders. They're there in the beginning, and then after that they leave. Well, here at College Funding Connection, we don't do that. This is a long-term relationship. We're going to be with you until your first student, your second student, and maybe even your third student gets out of college. So this is a long-term relationship. We have to feel comfortable with you, and you have to feel comfortable with us. And we certainly hope you do, because there's wonderful things ahead.
In the college funding process, you have to fill out that FAFSA form every year. And so he'll be there. And I know he'll call me and say, how's it going, what's going on, what else can I do for you? Because he works proactively. All right, he doesn't just sit on his hands and one time and ta-ta, he doesn't operate like that.
He's there anytime we call up. He's there.
Yeah.
And
about everything, because
he'll come round here at the drop of a hat.
Right, because there was something that they sent us a letter, California, the California grant, Cal Grant, and we're questioning our finances. And so I called Dave, and he came over and looked it all over and advised me what to do. And that was fixed. Then I knew that one thing he told us last year is you got to get that FAFSA in immediately. You got to get your taxes done as January, as soon as you get your W-2. So we did it early. We did it like in February, early February, as soon as we could. And then Billy and I actually went away for a week. And when we came back, we said, Dave, I called Dave and said, will you help us do your FAFSA, our FAFSA? And he goes, I'm going to do it. Don't worry. And he did it. He did it.
Yeah.
He didn't even have us do it. So yes.
He said, I've taken care of it. It's already gone off.
Yeah.
So
they were very different than the previous company we had worked with. They didn't disappear, but they don't really run a storefront operation, so to speak. They don't have offices that you travel to and go in and take classes. They were much more inclined to come out to our house, meet with us. We had very focused meetings, very directed meetings. Dave would send us requests for information gathering ahead of time. We'd get together, and it was nice coming from a professional world like my wife. She was very appreciative of the read-ahead information and being able to sort of hold a very concise, focused meetings. So no, they didn't disappear. They showed right up, and we launched right into all of the things that we needed to do to get our son prepared.
I totally trusted our rep, and I felt that, it was going to be something, and plus it's even while they're in college, we can all, talk to Les about anything, that comes up. So it's not that it ended after high school and now that they're in college, it continues. So we felt good about it. We didn't have any qualms about it at all.
I guess what I thought was so wonderful about the company, and I guess Dave in particular, because that's who we dealt with, is he was over a lot. He came over a lot. We had a lot of meetings.
That's because you were cooking for him.
We had a lot of meetings. So that...
Do you know what? They're so good. I can't read or write, but he's got me in Harvard.
It was very rewarding. It put me at ease. There's a lot of pressure during that time when you're trying to get your kids into a college. So it really made me, it put me at ease, I guess. So I was able to call on Les anytime. We had open communication, and he gave me a lot of information, that's good for me. I'm that type of person that I like to see everything in writing grafts and whatnot. So it was a good fit for me and my husband too. But I'm the one that does most of the paperwork, so it had to fit my needs, and it did. So I was real happy about that, and I'm happy how everything turned out. The kids are in college, they're happy. Things worked out really well, so I have to be very happy with that.
Well, if we had not engaged college funding, I think Sean, our younger boy, would have had a very different experience in getting into college. I don't know that he would have gotten into the college that he did, and had he, I don't think that there's any chance that he would have gotten the same financial assistance. And we certainly would not have been in a position through our changes in our asset management and our tax situation to pay for his school the way we are now. To be blunt, we're in a situation where all the money that I saved for both boys, intending that to be their college funds, sits in a retirement fund. And we are able at this point to, with one son graduating in December, the other son with quite a few more years to go, foresee that we're going to be able to pay for the college out of pocket, out of our month-to-month living expenses, and not have to empty our savings accounts, get into our retirement funds, or borrow extensively to do it. So had we not engaged with this company, it would have been a very different outcome.